In the morning, Jude takes the jar with the glowing sphere and buries it in the garden. At that moment he's found by Byron, who asks too many questions. Jude says he's just a caretaker and leaves. Later, after Jude has some coffee, Franklin steals the mug and takes it to Thomas, asking him to check for fingerprints while explaining what he saw in the bathroom. However, Thomas says that the story sounds crazy and thinks Irene was right when she said Franklin isn't mentally well. At the same time, Jude and Irene go to the library and ask for helping to find the man on the photo. The librarian gets a match online from a newspaper. It turns out Jude's father was arrested many years ago and he also had amnesia. When the couple gets home, Franklin calls Irene out for the lie she told Thomas and reminds her that Jude isn't a replacement for their dead son. Irene doesn't listen, so a furious Franklin goes for a ride to clear his mind and sees Byron burning all his campaign signs. Meanwhile, Tony and Estella meet their contact Nick, who takes them inside an old warehouse where a machine calculates a few numbers to narrow down their search area. However, it's still a big zone to find one person, so Nick will have to go with them. By using his equipped van, they can narrow the signal even further. The trio leaves together, and during the ride, Tony discovers a chest with guns. At the care home, Chandra is fired because she's been caught stealing from the patients. She decides to visit Irene and is disappointed to hear Jude is already their caretaker, but she leaves her business card anyway. Before leaving, she pretends to go to the bathroom and looks around for something to steal. Sometime later, Irene asks Jude to pick up the ringing phone because she's showering. It's the clerk from the pawn shop, who found a buyer for the coins. Jude pretends to be Franklin's son and gets the buyer's number. Then Jude calls the number and asks for Gabriel, but the man says he's mistaken. He also says a few words in Latin that match what Cornelius told Estella. Getting scared, Jude hangs up and tells Irene the call was a telemarketer. Before going to bed, Irene gives Jude some money for all the work he's been doing around the house. Afterward, Jude realizes his tablet is missing and suspects Chandra. He grabs her business card to go looking for her, but he gets lost and enters a bar to ask for directions. Denise is in the same bar with her friend, so they end up hanging out with Jude. He's having